Good morning. I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do a chicken pot pie. I'm going to turn the heat on about medium heat, and I have my oven turned to 400 degrees already, preheating. And you'll want to get a 10-inch skillet that's oven proof. And I'm going to use this old cast iron skillet I have. We're going to put half a cup of butter in this skillet, and I left this out to thaw it out so we could not take so long to melt it. So that'll melt pretty fast. This is 2 cups of leeks, and they're thinly sliced. 1 cup of carrots, and I chopped them up fine. Now we're going to let this cook for about 6 minutes until it's tender. Now that our leeks and our carrots are tender, we're going to put 1/2 cup of flour. What we're doing is making a gravy. We're going to sprinkle this over here and stir that up for a few minutes. It's just really a white sauce is what it amounts to. We're going to stir that in, mix it up real good. You need to cook that about a minute probably. Now we're going to put 2 cups of chicken broth. I got a can of chicken broth which only has about 14 ounces in it. I had to open another can to get the other 2 ounces, but what I have left I always put in the freezer and use it for something else. Now we're just going to stir this for a few minutes until it thickens up a little bit. Now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients to this. This is 4 cups of rotisserie chicken. You know, I told you one time when I buy rotisserie chickens, I eat the wings and the dark meat off of it, and then I take the rest of it and I cut it up and put it in the freezer. Then when I have recipes like this, I don't have any trouble having to cook a chicken, and it's just as good. In fact, I don't know if it's not better. We're going to add 1 cup of frozen green peas. We used to raise them in the garden when I was growing up, and I'd go out there when we was having to pick them, and I'd shell them and eat some of them raw. They're really good raw. It was something we did. If we liked it, we ate it. The next thing is a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. This is 1/2 and 1/2. 2 teaspoons of thyme, and I tried to chop that up best I could. We raise our herbs in this little indoor garden, and it seems to work real good. Although thyme is harder to raise than some of the other herbs. I raised thyme in some pots outside in the summer last year. They did fine. And what I did, I froze it. So that thyme you're looking at in here is frozen thyme. But it works great. I don't see anything wrong with it. Now, we have all this together. We're going to set this aside, and we're going over and get the puff pastry ready. We've got 1 cup of water in this little bowl, and we're going to mix an egg with it because this is what we're going to brush the top of the pastry in. This just makes it brown a little smoother and look a little better. So we're just going to wait till we get our pastry on there, and then we're going to brush this on. Now, we're using a puff pastry, and we're going to have to flour this board down pretty heavy to roll this out. We're going to roll this out to a 12-inch square, and then we're going to cut it into 3 inches and put it on top of our mixture that we've already mixed up over there. So I'm going to roll this out to a 12-inch square. we're gonna divide this the best way we can. Okay, I think we got our 16 pieces. Now we're going to lay our pastry on top of this mixture. Now we're going to put this pastry on top of this, and you're probably going to have to overlap it because there's 16 pieces here, and that's a lot. But it won't hurt, you'll just have a good crust on it. Puff pastry is good. We don't like much having this all on here. Now the next thing we're going to do is take this egg and water mixture that I mixed up, and we're going to brush this real good. It's going to make it have a good even brown on top. This has to bake about 30 minutes. I don't think we're going to use quite all of this egg. But if you have some left over where it's mixed, egg is mixed with water or mixed with milk, put it in a refrigerator in a small container, and that can be part of your mixture to make French toast out of, so you don't have any waste to it. Okay, this is ready for the oven. It's going in a 400-degree oven, a lower third of your oven, and it'll cook about 30 minutes. Now, I think our skillet chicken pot pie is ready. It's beautiful. The puff pastry is browned so pretty. Now that our skillet pot pie with chicken is finished, it's a beautiful dish. All the puff pastry is browned so pretty. Well, I hope you try this, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I see you in another video. Thank you for watching.